Hi everybody, it is the 23rd of November 2021, which can mean only one thing. DayZ update 1.15 has dropped for PlayStation, Xbox and PC, and although for PC players this isn't a big update, for console players this is a massive update because it brings the ability for console community private server owners to turn off base clipping and also stamina, and also easily spawn in buildings that can have loot in them as well. So this is a really big thing. It's going to blow your mind, everybody, when you come to build a gate or a wall near an existing building, and it allows you to do it, and you can stack things like gates on top of walls on top of gates, and watchtowers on top of watchtowers. You can build on existing structures. It's fantastic. But what we're going to be doing in this video is we're going to go through the official DayZ blog post from Adam, and we'll go through the patch notes as well, just to see if there's anything that we've missed. So here we go, posted by Adam Franco on the November the 23rd. Greetings survivors, we're excited to announce that the last game update of the year, 1.15, has been released to all platforms. While this one may not be as game-changing as the last one, I beg to disagree, Adam. It still packs in a lot of smaller quality-of-life changes, nicely wrapping up the end of a very busy year for DayZ. As usual, we have a complete list of additions and changes over at our official forums, which we'll be looking at in a second. This blog post will mention only the most important pieces of this game update. Let's get to it. We're introducing another bullpup assault rifle, the iconic AUG. Really. It comes in two variants, both accepting 5.56 NATO ammunition. The A1 variant offers limited customability with its fixed scope and a dedicated 30 round mag. The AX variant, on the other hand, offers a full range of options for the scope, suppressor, and is compatible with the standardized magazines as well. Besides a new rifle, we're also introducing a new civilian gear, the Hunter Vest, which offers great storage capacity and can be found around the hunting areas. Finally, we're also opening up the combination of the barbed wire and baseball bat to craft a unique looking and powerful barbed wire baseball bat. A brand new female survivor is now available in the main character selection to increase the variety. Speaking of characters, we've resolved a major clipping issue of balaclavas and all available headgear items. While looking into the headgear, we've also made a change that allows you to wear a head torch in the glasses inventory slot. Woohoo! Meaning that from now on you'll be able to wear a head torch together with your head cover of choice. Very important to stay warm. We've adjusted consumption and thresholds of the player character's water and energy in a way that makes it harder to retain higher values while making it less impactful on lower values. That includes lower damage to a character's health. The adjusted thresholds gives you better heads up on when exactly you should start taking care of the needs of your character, and the decreased processing rate of the stomach contents means it's harder to eat everything at once. Eating will generally take more time, and I've been playing quite a lot on my local DayZ experimental PC server, and yeah, you get full a lot quicker, so you've got to spread out your eating. I remember once, I think maybe in 1.14, I managed to eat an entire sheep, fat and all. Well, you can't do that now. You'll eat a lump of fat and that's it. You're full. Even if I don't know if you can eat a whole lump of fat, but anyway, you're gonna have to eat less and more often. As part of our ongoing efforts to support a more immersive experience, we're adding audio feedback to the switching of the fire modes on a firearm. We've also added a new on-screen directional hit effects. These replace the previous red-coloured vignette effect with a splash texture, which also helps you determine the direction from which an attack has come. This feature is also fully customizable server-side, so in other words, we can turn it off. Server owners are receiving additional tools to manage their servers without the need for directly modifying game files through the addition of server-side gameplay settings. This is very important for console. These include a new way of configuring the weather, adjusting various gameplay features such as construction, placing limits, stamina, and the new hit indication effects, and finally a new way of spawning various objects to enrich the environment through the new object spawner. This is particularly interesting for all of the community console server owners, which now have all these new options to customize their servers through the control panel. We're open to any feedback you may have on the current options, or even things you would like to see included in there in the future. If you had fun with the Halloween event we ran a few weeks ago on the official servers, then we have one more surprise for you this year, the Christmas event. We've worked hard on this one. We hope you're going to like it. Santa is coming down to the lands of Chernarus and Livonia, literally, on behalf of the DayZ team. Adam, fantastic stuff, Adam. Well done. Right, let's dive into the real patch notes so we can see. Console update 1.15. Game added the OR or the AUG A1 assault rifle. It's called the AUG in the files. The AUG AX, the 30-round OR magazine, the hunter vest, UI indicator when being hit, craftable barbed wire baseball bat, craftable sword off Lamass. In other words, you're not sawing off the barrel, as I thought to start off with. You're actually sawing off the handle, so it has much cleaner iron sights. The new female survivor, sounds for switching the fire mode of a firearm. Daytime setting for night vision optics. Metal wire can now be crafted out of barbed wire. They fixed a load of things. Fixed open store option for the Livonia DLC was stuck. Focus was lost in the inventory when navigating through the inventory of an infected. Ski mask and balaclavas were clipped. That's great. It always looks a bit odd. Right, okay, change. This is what we're interested in. Grenade can't be pinned anymore once the fuse has started. So that's it. So once you pulled the pin, it's going to go off. Adjust the thresholds for energy and hydration. Food now takes longer to process in the stomach. Slightly reduce the health damage caused by dehydration and starvation. Right, so you're going to be able to stay alive longer when you're dehydrated and starving. Adjusted weapon fire rates and recoil. They've gone up for many weapons. Added new variants of muzzle flash for more variety. Secondary cooking processes were adjusted to not ruin the food in all cases. For example, boiling already boiled food. Changed the weight of tents to be more realistic. Head torches now count as eyewear. Removed the ghillie wrap attachment slot for the Sword-Off BK-43. It's now possible to craft rags using the shovel. Interesting. Bushes drop more long sticks instead of short sticks. Good. Dry bags can now be repaired with the tire repair kit because they're made of rubber. Removed grenade armour and cut protection from the high capacity vest. Unconsciousness caused by firearms lasts longer. So when you're uncon, you're going to stay uncon for longer. Reduce the inventory size of the carp fillet, so it's a bit smaller. Increase the volume of the Lamass reload sounds to make it more audible. Adjusted attachment conditions for headgear, glasses, head straps and masks to make equipping more consistent. Closed containers won't show their cargo space anymore. So this means you have to open things up now. I think this includes cars as well. Central economy fixed. Infected weren't spawning in at the Blotter airfield. Position of some loot spawns on the western helicopter crash site. Fixed incorrect loot spawns. Fixed incorrect loot spawns to the land house. Fixed Livonia CE. Right, here we go. This is the big stuff. Server added CFG weather.xml for configuring the weather documentation on the BI wiki. Added CFG gameplay.json for configuring several gameplay elements. Added CFG gameplay.json can define custom object spawner JSON files. So what this means is that we can now play around with the weather, so it'll be sunny all the time. What it means now, we can now get rid of, you can have infinite stamina. And what it means now is that you can disable clipping when people are building. So you can now finally build inside structures, on top of structures, and very, very close to structures. So we'll be able to build amazing things on console. And we can also very easily now spawn in custom buildings very, very easily without having to make it an event or something like that. And if you combine that with your map group pos and your map group proto files, you can then have loot spawning in them as well, which is absolutely fantastic. So this is a really big update for console. Yeah, wow, I'm very, very impressed. I'll quite like this one. Changed. Food decay parameter is now a multiplier instead of an on or off toggle, meaning decay can be made faster or slower. 0 still switches it off. Right. Known issues. Flashlights cannot be toggled when attached to a helmet. A fix of this is in internal testing. A fire barrel might despawn when all attachments are removed. Right, people. Well, there we go. Adam thought it wasn't a particularly big update. I would beg to disagree, Adam. I think you've brought some amazing stuff for console. And as a final little, if you're still watching the video, I was talking to Adam. I say I was talking to Adam. I was listening to Adam when he was on Twitch the other night playing the Malsk. And I asked him the question. I said, look, is custom spawn loot coming to console? So in other words, can we change the items that a new spawn has when they spawn into the server? And his answer was yes, they are working on it. No firm date, but it will be coming, people. So imagine that. So when we have the ability to allow players to spawn in with the loot that we choose, and you can have no endurance servers, and you can have unlimited stamina servers, and you can have custom buildings very, very easily. We're starting to get, custom PvP servers, deathmatch servers become incredibly easy to do. Incredibly easy. You could turn Prison Island into very easy, turn it into a deathmatch server. And I know people have already done that, but it's a bit complicated. But this is going to make it so much easier. Anyway, that's enough from me. Enjoy the update. What do you think? I'll put links to all these articles in the description below this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.